Hey everyone, welcome to JoJo's World.
Good morning. The only time to listen to this podcast.
That's right. Wake up, have a fresh cup of black coffee, side of eggs, blueberry bagel, walnut toast,
Hey, did you know that...
Nutrigrain, 6 Wheat Bix Dry,
6 Wheat
Wheat
Bix
Bix
Dry?
Dry.
Are you fucking insane?
and big old stack of pancakes.
Hey, did you
Put it
know...
on a JoJo's World.
Do it now.
Yep, and listen to what Nick has to say.
Yeah, if you haven't
And
done
then-
all of that now, I don't know what the fuck you're doing. Did you know that a long black, and everyone's going to be confused by this if they're not from Australia.
Which is a kind of coffee.
Yeah, long black is just black coffee with water in it. Is apparently called an Americana or Americano everywhere else in the world.
I believe it.
The only place that calls it a long black is here in Australia.
Well, we've got to contrast it with the flat white.
Exactly. Which also apparently is an Australian thing.
Well,
Well,
I'm Liam S. Smith, one of your co-hosts.
and I'm Nick Valentine, the other one of the co-hosts.
Tom Cashman recently got in some hot water recently.
Interesting.
For
Black coffee water?
Shut up.
So unwarranted! What is... This is like if you were like in a meeting and you're like, hi, my name's Nick. And the other person just goes, shut up, my name's this guy. Like,
My
"What?"
name is this guy.
And I'm this guy.
For insisting that the flat white was an Australian invention while in
Yeah.
New Zealand, when New Zealand will insist that it's a New Zealandish invention.
Like the Lamington.
And the Pavlova.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Guy Montgomery.
And the Olympics.
Yeah.
Yep.
I got no broader point to drive at here. You just reminded me of a thing.
Yeah. It's like the opposite of Russell Crowe, where both countries are like, no, it's your problem. He's yours.
This, do you mean Mel Gibson?
No, I thought I meant Russell Crowe.
This is
Oh no.
JoJo's World, our JoJo's Bizarre Adventure recap and discussion podcast, where today we are talking about episodes 5 and 6.
Yep. I'm pointing at my big...
Nick's doing visual bits on the podcast again.
No, I'm
he
pointing it out.
comedically pointed at the episode numbers on his phone note to me.
That's not a bit. This is me being like, it's 6. It's 6.
Of Trigun.
Hell yeah. Which, by the way, is Deep Space Planet Future Gun Action with 2 exclamation points.
That's right.
Yep. Let it be known.
Tactical stealth action.
In the episodes,
Action game, strand game, social strand system.
Hard Puncher and Lost July.
Yes.
Boom, boom, boom. Liam,
Nick. You've
shut your
been
filthy face.
raring to say something to me since I started talking over you 3 seconds into the podcast.
I think you mean 3 years. Look, we all know everyone makes mistakes.
No, I don't.
I made mistakes last episode and the episode before that.
Okay.
I want to address the key mistake I made
This
last
is good
episode.
of you. This is honesty. This is accountability.
Yeah, exactly.
This is like me once incorrectly describing what rotoscoping is on the podcast and never apologizing for it, but always carrying that with me.
Are you
need to free
apologizing right
yourself
now?
from
Are you
these
gonna-
shackles.
are you
No, it's too late for me.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Last episode, I called the guns that Meryl has Dillingers.
You mean
Because
Derringer?
exactly. They're actually Derringers. Dillinger is the guy that robbed banks. And so the band that I really like, that I was also listening to at the time, which I probably neglected to mention, apologies on Patreon, Dillinger Escape Plan. Wonderful band. Because I think it's John Dillinger. I don't know. Bert Dillinger? Who knows? Point being, Dillinger robs banks. Derringers are the little guns.
Who was the guy?
Yeah.
And is Derringer, is that the name of the manufacturer or is it a specific model?
Uh...
Or is the model associated with the manufacturer?
I'm looking it up right now. It's a small handgun that's neither a revolver, semi-automatic pistol, nor machine pistol. It's also not to be confused with mini revolvers or pocket pistols. Although, some later Derringers were manufactured with the pepperbox configuration. Lock phone.
So you didn't answer my question.
Henry Derringer was the guy's name.
Okay.
With 1 R. And yet, the Derringer has 2 R's.
What was the name of the guy? DB Cooper. Moving on.
Sometimes we ask questions to the listener.
You know the guy, DB Cooper?
DB Cooper. Do you mean the fucking... the video game character, Sly Cooper?
That's right, I mean Sly Cooper.
Yeah.
No, what? No, DB Cooper was a guy who got on a plane,
Yep.
And when the plane was in motion,
Uh-huh.
I haven't looked this up in any great detail recently, so I could be getting some details wrong. But
Yeah.
my understanding of the legend of DB Cooper,
Mm-hmm.
is that he got on the plane, called over one of the flight attendants once they were in the air,
Yep.
handed her a card that said, "Give me all the money on the plane,"
Yeah.
and a parachute.
Did they give him the money?
Yeah, they did. And then
And-
he parachuted away and they never caught him.
What? That actually worked?
Something like that.
How much money was on the plane?
I don't know.
Oh my god. It's like, give me all the money on the plane. Dude. Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. We need
I'm
to
sure
give
it was some
the
amount,
money.
or there was some specific scheme, but that, that's the crux of it.
No, it's just, give me all the money on the plane. And then the flight attendant's like, oh, pulls out a $10 note. I mean, look, like, we're not made of money here, man. This thing's flying on a dream, okay?
Anyway, that is a Trigun villain-ass maneuver. And
Yep.
Today we are talking about Trigun.
Whoa, hold on. The other thing I need to bring up is that last week we mentioned mutual friend of the podcast who is watching Trigun, that I said,
I don't think it can be mutual friend of the podcast. I think it has to be mutual friend or friend of the podcast.
friend of the podcast, I said that they were forcing their partner to watch Trigun.
Yes, that's right.
They have come back to me and said, the fuck are you talking about? Everyone loves Trigun, including them. And I was like, okay, I apologize publicly for my transgression. Let it be known.
All right.
I have the moral high
I
ground.
don't know if this is
Good
interesting,
content.
Nick.
The other thing I want to point out, our Patreon listeners have been giving us good facts.
Mm-hmm.
But one of them in particular, Strike 3, recently sent me a message that, because they were giving us some info during Legend of the Galactic Heroes that had nothing to do with Legend of the Galactic Heroes the entire time. Liam is just looking up DB Cooper right now.
Look, I am listening to you, but I am looking up DB Cooper. And it just caught my eye. Seeing as you asked, I wasn't
Yeah.
going to bring it up.
Yeah.
And I hate to be just the read off Wikipedia podcast, which something I've been trying to do less recently.
But you also said that this year was the year that you were going to be more annoying than ever.
Yeah, but anyone can just read Wikipedia. Like, what are we bringing to the table?
Well, exactly.
Allegedly, apparently. So the story goes. He told them he had a bomb and demanded $200,000 and 4 parachutes upon landing in Seattle.
Huh.
Why does he need the parachutes if he's waiting till they land?
Well, no, he needs 4 parachutes when they land.
After releasing the passengers in Seattle, Cooper instructed the flight crew to refuel the aircraft and fly to Mexico City. And then 30 minutes after that, he got out and used the parachute.
Huh. Interesting. It'd be real bad if the parachutes didn't work.
But they did. Presumably. They never
Yeah.
caught him.
Nice.
Criminal status at large, likely deceased. You can't know that. Just because it was 50 years ago.
Yeah. Anyway, point being, our patron Strike 3. Apparently,
Possibly DB Cooper.
Yeah. Apparently,
We can't verify.
we can't verify. I don't think Strike 3 is deceased. Anyway, so they were giving us some good facts during Legend of Galactic Heroes. They're giving us good facts now.
Okay.
But they sent a message that was like, sorry about avoiding the subject of Galactic Heroes. Kind of did a guy who has only seen Gundam thinks Galactic Heroes is a lot like Gundam. I'll try to be more on the ball, but do not guarantee. Now, if there's one thing I know about this podcast,
It's like we will never watch Gundam.
we will A, never watch Gundam apparently, but B, we are never on the point that we're trying to
Yeah.
discuss here. So I feel like that's the most on-brand fucking thing to be, where it's like, yeah, but I've seen, because we were talking about like, what were you watching at the time?
Legend of the Galactic Heroes.
No, on the side. Was it One Piece?
I watched a few episodes of Gundam, but I've also watched some One Piece recently.
Yeah.
I've watched some 500 episodes of One Piece recently.
Just a few, like a fucking machine. But I feel like it's the most.
I skipped the filler, so it's probably less than
Yeah,
that.
it's the most JoJo's World thing to be like, sorry guys, I know I was meant to help with like Galactic Heroes stuff / give you some random trivia. But I've seen Gundam and we're like, listen, that's the most JoJo's World
It's
thing
so
I've ever.
true. It's so true.
So he sent me a bunch of stuff about hand cannons and stuff. Don't want to read it out here, but basically, this is some interesting trivia I'm getting from our patrons.
This is about real guns, or
Yeah, a hand cannon has no official definition.
all right.
Did you know?
I'm not really a gun guy, to be honest. I like the smooth, sexy action of a revolver, but have no interest otherwise.
You've A, never used a revolver, I assume.
No, never fired a gun. Doubt I ever will.
Have you seen a real...
Until the shit hits the fan. Until my friends are in danger, and then you can. I'm not going to do this. Too boring.
So you've never seen have you seen a gun in real life ever?
I mean, obviously, I've wanted to grab the gun out of a policeman's holster.
But so
The forbidden fruit.
I can't remember. Do all police officers have guns in Australia? Because I think a lot have tasers now instead. I don't know. But one day we'll be like with the Velcro and be like yoink, and they'll be like, oh, that little rapscallion.
It's not a crime.
That rapscallion.
They can't actually stop you. They don't want you to know that.
Exactly. And then you'll be at large, presumably deceased.
Yeah.
Because of the gun.
Yeah.
So anyway, episodes 5 and 6.
Trigun.
The man with 3 guns.
Finally, we resolved the question of
who is Vash the Stampede?
Yep, and turns out it's Vash the Stampede.
Oh shit. Okay, alright. Yeah, so we had basically 2 episodes of, wow, he really is Vash the Stampede.
So this was kind of a two-parter, low-key two-parter.
Yep.
First episode, Hard Puncher, a whole town goes Running Man on Vash the Stampede. But that's kind of in the background of the episode, even though you could make a whole arc out of that if you wanted to.
Now, you've been saying all throughout our conversations this morning, the Running Man.
Yeah.
What is the Running Man?
Okay, well, as we know, I've never read a Stephen King book, but I've been listening to the Just King King's podcast.
As you do.
Stephen King published some books under the name Richard Bachman.
Okay.
Mostly bad, but one of them was The Running Man, which is currently being readapted into a movie, and previously had a movie adaptation starring Arnold Schwarzenegger as The Running Man.
Ah, The Running Man.
Yeah, in which you can enter this reality competition. No, let me tell you, don't look it up.
Okay, alright, fine. Tell me more.
You can enter this reality competition.
Yeah.
And this was like written in, I don't know, the 80s or 90s, when, the concept of all-pervasive reality TV was a concept for science fiction dystopia rather than fact of our life.
Yeah.
No one was getting Coldplay CEO'd back then.
Yeah. We didn't
know about this?
Oh, I know about the astronomer CEO, don't you? And the HR lady.
I don't think he was an astronomer, Nick. I think he was a
No,
CEO.
the company name was...
I'm doing a bit.
No, but he was an astronomer.
He was an astrologer.
Oh, see, that's where I fall in. Coldplay got all their horoscopes.
Hypernormalization.
Yeah.
It used to be a thing of fiction, but now it's the real.
Now it's just what we are.
So, it's like a sort of vaguely defined, or my understanding of it is vague at least, dystopia.
Yeah.
Where there's, entrenched underclasses, entrenched overclasses. But one thing you can
sci-fi.
do
Yeah.
is you can become the Running Man.
Okay.
And then you're subject to like this reality show in which I think you have to I think it's a time limit thing. I don't think it's a get to a destination thing.
Okay.
But basically an open bounty goes on your head and like anyone who wants to can try and hunt you down and claim that, and you're under constant surveillance to the entertainment of millions.
Yeah. Okay. And obviously it's legal to like murder you.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And so one guy becomes the Running Man. I don't know, I think he has like a sick child or wife or something.
Yep.
So he becomes the Running Man so that he can save them. And then I think he does a 9/11 at the end of the book.
He what?
He hijacks a plane and flies it into the corporate
the Running
studio
Man
tower.
building? Yeah. Okay, all right. I don't want to say it was a good 9/11.
The other thing that I learned from Just King Things, the podcast about Stephen King books,
Go check 'em out.
about 9/11.
Yeah.
Is that...
Oh, Jesus. So I was listening to this Stephen King podcast and I learned some shit about 9/11 that I can never unlearn.
So the Dark Tower. Okay, I'm not going to say that the World Trade Center is the Dark Tower, but imagine.
It's just every conversation we've had for the last, I want to say, like, month. I keep bringing up the Dark Tower as a joke because I'm like, oh, it's that crazy 7-book saga or whatever where Stephen King writes himself into the book. Now you're just like, so the thing about the Dark Tower is that it's all connected.
The thing is, they have this like evil wizard orb,
Yeah.
like a Palantir from Lord of the Rings style thing.
In the tower?
No, the protagonists have it,
Oh, okay.
and I think it's meant to have been like present at all the great tragedies of modern history or some shit. I wasn't really paying that much attention.
Yeah.
But the point is, they come into a world in like, I don't know, the 70s or 90s or something like that, and they want to store it somewhere safe for a long time.
Okay.
So they put it in a safe deposit box in the basement of the World Trade Center.
Okay.
And it is implied that this is, in a cosmic sense, why 9/11 happens.
Oh, Stephen King, you brilliant bastard. He's done it again. Now, Liam, I'm going to ask
What
you...
were we talking about?
I'm going to ask you a very simple question.
What were we talking
We're talking about Trigun.
Before, no, so how did we get to...
Huh?
How did we get to Stephen, the Running Man?
Yeah, the Running Man.
Because I was just talking about what happens in these 2 episodes.
Yeah.
They Running Man Vash the Stampede.
Yeah.
But then they hire some evil Running Man style criminals to try and hunt him down.
Yeah.
And Vash defeats them instead because they're too evil.
Yep.
Millie and Vanilli recognize Vash as Vash.
Yep.
And then the second episode is dealing with the fallout from that. The town loves him now because these guys also had big bounties on their heads. So they didn't need Vash's bounty anymore.
Yep.
To fix the ancient technology that runs all the civilizations on the planet.
Oh, like 100 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's ancient.
What? What?
It's ancient and misunderstood. They don't understand how it works anymore. It's lost technology.
Yeah, it's lost tech.
The plant, they call it.
Yeah, it's like...
The town had a broken plant. That's why they needed the money.
Yeah,
and
like
so
a
they
woman.
call in an evil woman to try and fix it. And she wants to kill Vash.
Excuse me,
Because
evil
she was
babe.
from the city that Vash initially destroyed, which is why he has his bounty.
Evil woman. Evil babe, Liam. Evil babe. Literally
She
called the babe
fails to
3
kill
times.
Vash. And Vash saves the detonating plant.
Mm-hmm.
And she recognizes that he was also the man who saved her when she was 3 years old from starvation and malnutrition.
Yeah, or something to that effect.
And the wandering Mad Max post-apocalypse of her destroyed city.
Yeah, or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And that's what happens in these 2 episodes.
Yeah. Now, Liam, I'm going to ask you a simple question. Do you want to try and guess where the cat was before the recap or after the recap?
Honestly, I'm not that invested in this segment, so let's get it out of the way.
But I am invested. Now, where do you think the cat showed up in episode 5, Hard Puncher?
There were 3 cat appearances in this episode.
Okay.
And I can't remember them. But I think one of them is potentially when the man coordinating the... No, one of them, someone opened a bin. I want to say like maybe Meryl opened a bin and the cat was in there.
Not quite.
Millie opened a bin and the cat was in there.
I'm going to say you're correct, but for the wrong episode.
Okay, in the other one, that's what happened.
In the other one, the cat was there.
In the first one, at one point, there was an old lady blissfully unaware of the Running Man style chase happening behind her, and the cat was in her lap.
Yep.
At another point, it just kind of walked along a wall,
Yep.
and I can't remember the third one.
So I'm going to ask you a very important question, one that may drive you to leave this podcast.
Vash the Stampede.
What color was the ear
Brown.
of the cat? Damn! No, it was orange.
It's like orangey brown, like a sort
Yeah.
of calico cat thing.
Yeah, it's like orangey brown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck off. I'm leaving the podcast.
So yeah, Cat is in with the old lady who later serves Vash
Sandwiches.
the salmon sandwiches. Second shot of the cat looking out the window as there's this big large shadow when the Nebraska family shows up, which is Hard Puncher. And then the last one is of a different cat, not orange ear cat, sitting on a wall.
Okay.
And
What
then-
do you get out of this segment, Nick?
I just want it to be known that the cat shows up in literally every episode.
Okay.
And it's gonna get really difficult to justify, but it's gonna keep happening.
This is going to pay off.
Oh yeah. So yeah, and then the other one, Millie finds Kuroneko sama in the trash while looking for Vash.
Okay.
Because she's like, maybe Vash is in this trash can because he was in a trash can
That's true.
in a previous episode.
It's where he belongs.
Whoa! Okay, Mr. Fuck Off. What is this happening here? But anyway, none of that matters. Just like life. So let's go.
Sure.
Hard Puncher.
Hard Puncher.
What do you remember? What happened in Hard Puncher?
Vash is in an idyllic small town cafe,
Yep.
having a big bowl of unseen tomato soup.
He's eating a steak.
Where did the tomato soup come from?
No, tomato sauce.
Oh, shit. He's eating a big, delicious steak. He's got a big white bib around his neck because he doesn't want to get delicious steak juice on his big red coat.
No tomato sauce. Wait, he doesn't want to get red tomato sauce on his red coat.
Yeah, it's still going to leave a mark, even if it doesn't
That is true. That is
discolor
true.
it.
I take it back. I am the fool. So he's happily gnawing down on this big
He's
steak.
got big cartoon white bib.
Yep.
There's other normal people in there having normal times.
And this kid is there.
Yeah, and he's got his blue toy gun, which is like the most important prop in these 2 episodes.
Yep. And he's like, Mom, buy me a gun.
Buy me a real gun. Get me a Frank Marlin special.
And she's all like, what do you think that gun of yours is, young man? He's like, I want a gun that could kill someone.
And as we learn later in these episodes, this is a gun that only shoots a seemingly endless supply of cartoon sticky gun bullets.
Yeah, the ones that like
there's
pop
a suction
onto the
cup
wall.
on the end, and then it goes boing.
Yeah, those ones.
Yeah.
That we all had as kids.
Yeah, like what in the 4Kids dub of One Piece.
Go on.
Early villain Don Krieg has this moment in the actual story where he fires all of these poison like metal darts from his like power armor at everyone.
Okay.
And in the and Luffy gets pierced by a heap of them and has to like painstakingly pull them out of his limbs. But because that was quite graphic, and this was a kids show that was being marketed even more towards kids in this English dub.
They replaced them with the sticky.
They did. They made them poison suction cups.
Oh, it's so dumb.
They might not even actually have been poison darts originally. They might have just been chunks of metal that he fired into you.
Oh my god. So imagine like watching that, but like I assume the audio was like, "Nyah!" as he's like ripping them out of his
in the
flesh.
background, like expositing / justifying, being like, those poison suction cups are gonna do so much damage to him.
His poor bones won't be able to handle it.
Anyway, that adaptation, localization gets a lot of much deserved flack, but I kind of think that rules.
Yeah.
Like if that's the route you're going, like committing to the bit so hard.
Yeah. I mean, at least they went all in on, okay, everyone in universe is discussing this, being like, oh no, this is a tragedy, this is a crime. So anyway, this kid is there, and he's all like, buy me a gun. But then, out of absolutely nowhere,
a bunch of Mad Max banditos roll into town.
They grab their guns, and you lost it. There's a shot under the table, the kid's gun is being dropped, as they're all like, oh my god, we gotta run away. Vash is seen sort of
is
out of
that
focus.
The first time we noticed Vash? No, he was in the background previously. I just wasn't paying enough attention.
Yeah. And he's happily eating his steak still, seemingly oblivious to the fact that these banditos have arrived.
And people are like taking cover behind tables and being, oh no, actual bad people are here in our small town.
And he just has a big cartoon smile on his face. He's got a big bib.
They've got big cartoon guns.
And he's just happily there. And then we just hear a shit ton of gunshots.
Yeah. And we cut to the episode title card, and we cut back.
Hard puncher.
There's a bunch of bullet holes in the floor, and Vash is lying face down in a pool of red liquid, which we can only assume must be blood.
And they're all like, we did it! We got Vash the Stampede!
We got the $60 billion double dollars.
We're gonna be rich!
That's $120 billion.
That's crazy numbers of... Actually, it's squared, so... Because double dollar is like dollar times dollar, not dollar plus dollar. See? Otherwise, it'd be $2 amount.
I don't know if I buy this.
It's a mass.
It's doubling the amount of dollars.
Yeah. But the double is dollar, so it's multiplying the $2 together.
No, doubling something is timesing it by 2.
Yeah. No, but it's the but you're doubling the units. It's like second squared, right? It's like if you had second, yeah, like 2 S's, it'd be second squared. So meters per second is like fast. Meters
dollars
per second.
per dollar.
Yeah. So dollars per okay. So dollars is like speed. Double dollars is like acceleration.
You sound insane right now.
Any physicists in the chat, back me up. We don't have a chat. We'll never have a chat. So yeah, Vash is lying on the ground dead. Bullet holes surround him.
Yep.
There's thousands of the fuckers.
And look, to make a long story short, this one of their guys approaches, and
He's cautious. He doesn't know what's going on.
Vash puts his finger in the guy's barrel, but then we cut away and we don't really get like a shot with Vash in it until the whole situation is resolved.
Yep.
But they're all bragging about like, we're going to have so much money and we'll even like pay to rebuild this bar we just shot up because, we're bounty hunters, but we're not bad guys and we're super, super rich now.
And Vash is just sort of standing with them being like, oh, that's a real relief, you know? I really hope the town gets the help it deserves. And they're all like, wait a second, how'd you get here?
Yep.
Hey, cheer up, you look so depressed. This is a great day for us. With what we just earned, we can have this restaurant rebuilt if you want.
Do you mean it?
Damn straight, sweet cheeks. Me and my esteemed partners here are multi-billionaires now.
Oh, I'm so relieved. I was very worried about that.
He shoots them all in the head with the toy gun.
Before they can shoot back at all. And he's like, thanks, kid, for the gun. You
And
really saved me there.
He counted all their shots because he's a genius at violence, and he knew that the only one that had any bullets left is the one guy that he stuck his finger in the barrel.
Yep. And so some other guy comes up to him and he's like, hey, I'm going to kill you for shooting me with these bullets. And Vash is like, go ahead, do it.
Sticky guns.
Sorry, the sticky gun. I'm gonna shoot you with these metal rods, quote unquote. Yeah, but then he's like, oh yeah, no ammo. And then the guy who still has bullets is like, we got to get the hell out of here because he could kill us at any moment.
And we have a cartoonish transition to them all walking away, just in their boxes, hands between their legs,
Ashamed. Yep.
And I guess the townsfolk have all of their money and stuff now.
Correct. And then Vash is like, well, I didn't want to really be a robber, but I guess there it is.
Yep.
Gives the fake gun back to the kid, gets some free pancakes.
They give him a 3-stack of thick flapjacks with maple and butter.
Oh.
And he puts it all in his mouth like a big cartoon character and swallows them
Yeah.
in a gulp.
Now, when asked about how he's gotten by so far by the old man who made the pancake. So there's this old guy who seems to own this bar? Saloon?
It's a restaurant.
Sorry, it's a restaurant. Because
Restlant.
a restaurant. When asked, hey, you didn't shoot any real bullets there. How have you gotten by so far if you're like a gunman? Vash is like, well, it'd be really wasteful to, use bullets, right?
For the price of 1 bullet, I could eat 4 hotcakes.
That was quite impressive, young man. A dangerous situation. Have you always survived like that without shooting anyone?
Because it's too wasteful. After all, I can come into a restaurant like this and order an entire stack of pancakes for the price of 1 silly bullet.
You are a strange one. It seems very odd that you consider yourself a gunman.
You got a point there.
I'm very sorry.
And there it is. There it is.
And
it's
then
so
they all
beautiful,
pull
right?
guns on him because they want the bounty.
Yeah. So the woman behind him, who's the maid,
The barmaid.
waitress, she pulls a gun and is like, I'm really sorry, but like, we need the money.
Yeah, then the old man pulls his 6-shooter.
And he's like, and then
And
outside,
everyone outside the window has torches and pitchforks and shit.
yeah. So the entire town is like, we really need the money, which we'll get to.
We skipped over something crucial.
Yes.
The boy who wants the gun, who has the toy gun,
I knew you'd bring this up.
is named Thomas.
Yes.
And his mum responds like, oh, Thomas, I'm not going to buy you that gun. We need that money to feed the Thomases. Which are, of course, the chocobos that they all have.
Yeah. And you were like, wait,
Hang
what?
on. You can't call your kid horse.
Yes, you can.
You shouldn't.
I would call my kid.
Toyota Bravia.
Yeah. What's the big car?
Kid Killer 9000.
No. It's like a people mover van. It's not a Hiace.
Taraga.
No, not a Taraga.
Hilux.
Not quite a Hilux, but we're getting closer.
Cybertruck.
Yeah, I'd call my kid a Cybertruck, no doubt in my fucking mind. I'd be like, Cybes, get over here. Right? I'd do that,
Yeah.
absolutely.
That's when you're using your Mortal Kombat moves on him.
Which we all know I have down to a T.
Get over here. Australian Scorpion.
Get over here, mate. Come on, you fucking dog. Get on over here.
I think they did do... maybe they didn't do Australian Scorpion, but they did do in that one Mortal Kombat that ended in like the multiverse gauntlet of
Yeah.
terror.
Oh, Kano
They
Scorpion?
They did like a bunch of Australian Kano characters. Like there was
Yeah,
Kano,
yeah,
Sonya.
Yep. So good.
Yeah,
So
great
good.
move.
I love how the rest of the game's like plot, you're just like, oh my god, I get it. And then the ending happens, you're like, you know what?
I'm on board.
I'm on board. I'm fully on board for this. This is dumb as fuck.
Yeah, speaking of Thomases, Meryl and Millie are riding to town on their Thomases.
Oh.
The first and only time we'll see them these episodes.
We'll see them a lot these episodes. Oh, the Thomases.
Yeah,
Yeah. I'm with. I thought you meant Millie and Meryl.
No.
I was like, excuse me?
they should name the Thomases.
Well, they're both named Thomas.
True. It's a cultural thing.
Yeah, everyone below the age of 12 is named Thomas until they reach the age.
And then
Thomas
they
is
decide
only...
if they're going to be a Thomas or a human.
Exactly. And all Thomases are named Thomas. So, Millie
So,
and Meryl...
have you read any like author justification for the Thomases ever?
I don't know why they're called Tom. I assume...
Or why they are what they are?
No. I assume that they're a Chocobo reference because everything in the 90s had to have a
Don't feel
Chocobo
like
reference.
they're
but-
necessarily a Chocobo reference.
Are you saying Chocobos are a Trigun reference?
No, I think they're just two distinct concepts.
They're both birds that
Thomases
you ride-
aren't birds, they're weird lizard things.
They're bird-like. They've got like little hunched over things. Right? They got stuff.
Closer to alligators, if you ask me.
To alligators. Alligators don't have long anteater tongues.
True.
Or do
They're
they?
closer to anteaters, if you ask me.
Alright, I'm gonna search on the Trigun Wiki. Not the fandom Trigun Wiki, but the Trigun Wiki.
That's right.
Yeah. The only wiki worth our time.
Represent alternative wikis.
Hell yeah. There may not be a search function. Oh, no, there is. Okay. It's just everything is broken on this page for me.
Anyway, while you're looking that up, I'll explain that Meryl and Millie roll into town, and then later on we see them on top of a power pylon, and they're watching all of the destruction of the town, chasing after Vash, and they're like, Vash the Stampede has got to be down there. Let's get after him. And then Meryl pulls out a parachute that she's wearing, much like D.B. Cooper, and parachutes down from the pylon for no real reason.
Yeah. Oh.
Just that it's cool.
So I'm looking up Thomas right now.
Yeah.
Not the child, but the creature.
Yep.
Another reason Stampede sucks. This is what a Thomas looks like.
Oh, they turn them into emus.
Yeah, it sucks. They're far more bird-like and look very similar to emu.
Cool.
Useless. Useless anime. Where's the creativity gone?
I do like an emu, though. Even though we hate them, or whatever we said earlier.
Notable Thomases, Millies, and Meryls.
Ah, of course.
Yep. And apparently they appear in other anime that Yatir and Naito had something to do with, but I can't find a single reason why they're called Thomases.
This is a problem with fan wikis.
Uh-huh.
Not necessarily with the Trigun one, but because I haven't read that enough.
Dare you? Yeah.
I know it's a big problem with Wikipedia.
Yeah.
So much more of the fan wiki space is dedicated to
recounting stuff
and talking about like in-universe things than is allocated to
why something is the way it is.
Yeah, like you know, production stuff, you know, author explanation, things like that.
Yeah. So then when we're doing our podcast,
we can't
extremely
find the
hard.
interesting things.
This is the thing that we need to talk about with the Trigun. If anyone's upholding the Trigun wiki, at Liam and tell him why you aren't making our lives that much easier.
But you know what I mean? Like the Wikipedia one is the one that stands out to me big time.
Yeah.
Where the majority of the wiki space is as if it was real world historical stuff.
Yeah, which it is.
Yeah. It was a long time ago.
Yeah. In a galaxy far, far away. Yeah. But anyway, so Millie and Meryl, they find the city and they're like,
there are a few, I don't think we need to go through them beat by beat, but there's like a sequence of like, you know, Vash like leaping through rooms as people are opening fire on him and like, you know,
crying into underwear while he's weeping in French.
That's right, that was a strange bit. And he's like running up this bell tower as they're all shooting at him and
the guy shoots it with a bazooka.
Oh, why does this keep happening to me? I haven't done anything wrong, but I'm always in trouble and everybody's always picking on me. What do I do, Mama? Why am I crying in French?
That's right, and he lands and he's fine because he's Vash.
Yep.
He probably like swings on like a laundry line or something. At
Oh,
some
yeah,
shit.
yeah. So amongst all of this, Millie and Meryl are walking through the absolute war zone.
That's right, and Meryl's got her
megaphone
out, and she's doing her "We're from the Bernardelli Insurance Society" spiel.
Yep. And Millie is there with a pot on her head so as not to get bonked
to
with
not
anything.
get a headshot.
Yep. Everyone is ignoring them.
Yep. And they're basically making their way to like the command station of this Running Man style hunt.
Yep. And at some point, the loudspeakers come on that go, "Everyone, stand down, come back to the command center, stop all pursuit of Vash."
Why were they doing that? Was that because they got these heavy hitters in?
Pursuing Vash?
No, calling off the
yes,
pursuit.
because of the Nebraskas.
Right.
Yeah. So they're like, "Everyone come back. Everything's going to be fine. Just come on back. Stop pursuing Vash temporarily."
And Meryl, why do I keep doing that? She just looks more like a Millie to me.
No.
Because she's small.
Yeah, Meryl, all lowercase. Millie up. Well, they both have an L.
Meryl like shouts into her loudspeaker, "It should be stopping permanently." No one's paying attention to it.
This is a message from Mission Control. Temporarily suspend all pursuit of Vash the Stampede. Everybody proceed to base at once.
Temporarily? What the hell's the matter with them? Stop all pursuit now!
So they regroup at this command center, and they're all waiting there with the mayor of the town.
And another guy.
His adjutant, I guess? Maybe that's his job title?
It doesn't matter.
Some guy who's like, "Hey, if we keep going, the entire town is going to get fucking leveled because we're doing more damage to the town than anyone else."
Have we learnt at this point, have Meryl and Millie figured out that the reason they must want this money is because the plant is malfunctioning?
No, they haven't learned about that just yet.
Okay.
So the two of them start talking a bit, and they're like, "We can't keep going," and the mayor's like, "Oh, maybe it's too late. Maybe I shouldn't have done what I did." And before we find out what that is, then Millie and Meryl show up, and they're like, "Stop it. Stop what you're doing. It's crazy. He's Vash the Stampede.
I don't know how they expect to get any results in this situation when they haven't even brought a box of donuts for these people.
Exactly. This is why all plot-relevant events happen with donuts in hand.
Yeah.
So then little old Merrill is like, hey, you're the mayor. Why aren't you calling this off?
Yeah, I'm from the Bernardelli Insurance Society.
Yeah, I'm from the Bernardelli Insurance Society.
Listen
you need to
to me.
stop doing anything with Vash. And this guy's like, but we need the money. And Merrill's like, why do you need the money?
The
Turns
plant.
out the plant isn't working and they can't afford engineers to fix it.
And, this is revealed in the next episode, so we may as well just explain it now for the naive listener. A plant, as we learn, is essentially...
A big light bulb.
Yeah, it's those big light bulbs we've seen in previous episodes, but it is like a combination, like power station and...
Kind of like a terraformer almost?
terraformer. Like if this planet's just sort of like a desolate dust bowl with these plants in operation, it must have been entirely uninhabitable without them. But it can also produce things like there's those things in Warhammer that they've.
The things that are like they literally make new machines.
There are
stuff.
things in Warhammer that are lost technology, like the plants are.
Yep.
Or the way of making them is lost.
Yep.
Where you could just shoot it out onto a planet and it would land and produce everything you need to create a society there.
Yep. It's like
It might not be that extreme, but it's along those lines.
Yes, it's the thing that they don't know how it really works, but they can kind of work with it to go, all right, well, the numbers have to be about here.
Yeah, the
and
villain
then
of
we
the
live.
second episode we're talking about today is a plant engineer, and even though she doesn't fully understand them, she has some knowledge of how to keep them in an operatable state.
Yeah, I think I've mentioned it before, but it's like the guy where all the buttons on his remote for the aircon have fallen off, but he knows which combinations make the aircon do the thing.
Sure.
And so he's like, I am the Adeptus Mechanicus from 40k, because I just go, by the Holy Machine Spirit, do thing, and then it just does it. And he's like, I don't know what the fuck that did. Sure, whatever. But it works.
The plant in this town has malfunctioned due to a software error, and so everyone's leaving the town because it doesn't have the things they need to survive.
Yep.
And at this very moment, I think it's technically a flashback that we see, but at this very moment, Vash is talking with a bunch of, desperate young mothers who need to capture him because...
they can't afford to leave.
And, for example, the town's only doctor has left because there's
nothing here.
Yeah.
There's nothing
and
here
their son is sick, so...
Yep, doesn't know what's wrong with them.
The plant malfunctioning and being inoperable is an existential crisis for this community, so they are having to become bounty hunters.
Now, this is, the first episode we get a real glimpse into what I want to say is actual Vash.
Sure.
Because every other episode has been like...
Yeah, there's a facade of him being this happy-go-lucky wanderer who doesn't care about anything but seeing up captured women's skirts.
Exactly. And seemingly out of nowhere, his entire demeanor changes from, oh, ladies, we're all having a good time here, right? And then they all point guns, and he's like, you really don't want to shoot me.
Come on, guys.
So, the lady at the saloon where Vash has been captured is like, all right, Sandy, go inform the people that we've captured Vash the Stampede.
And this little girl, 6 to 8 years old.
Runs off with a bunny in her backpack, and it's all like, all right.
And there's this, comedic, exchange where she runs up to the command center and is like, we caught Vash the Stampede! And they just keep asking her questions, and she just keeps saying, I'm telling you, we caught Vash the Stampede!
You caught Vash the Stampede?
Vash the Stampede!
But that's not possible. You couldn't have caught Vash the Stampede. It goes for 20 seconds.
Yeah.
Down here, I said we caught Vash the Stampede. Like I said before, we caught Vash the Stampede.
Do you mean you really caught him?
It's a lot of asking Vash the Stampede. But then basically...
Vash D Stampede.
Vash the Stampede.
Vash me Stampede.
This whole episode reminds me of an early arc in One Piece.
Go on.
In which the crew go to a community called Whiskey Peak.
Okay.
And there's this town there, and hey, we're the town that loves pirates. Come and party with us. And they have a big party with them.
It's Pinocchio.
And a lot of them get drunk.
Yep.
And pass out. And then it turns out that the whole town is bounty hunters.
Is this the one where Luffy gets trapped in a cage and there's this grotesque princess lady or something?
No.
Okay, never mind.
I don't know what that is.
We're good. We're okay.
There's a bit more going on with who they are, some longer arc stuff, but in essence, they're trying to capture all the pirates that come to this place and catch them in for bounties.
Okay.
And so then it becomes the one crew member who's awake, Zorro the swordsman, fighting the whole town who are trying to capture him.
Right, I see.
And again, similar motion, no gun or fewer guns, but running through buildings as people come at him from all sides.
Yep.
And yeah. It's
so-
a good setup for an action sequence.
Yeah. So the thing with this bit, as the first glimpse into little old Vash, is that as we know, Vash doesn't like pain or killing.
He doesn't like
anyone.
hurting people.
Yeah, he doesn't like hurting people.
He'd rather humiliate them and then shout about love and peace until they pass out.
Yeah, he'd rather destroy them via cringe.
Yeah, via
than-
facts and logic.
Yeah, so he basically tries to guilt trip the ladies and just go, you don't want to shoot me. But he says two very interesting things. One is, I think it's like you wouldn't want a child to see, you know...
So you blow my brains out.
Yeah, like... Women...
I'm just a little boy. You didn't want to blow my brains out, would you? And it's my birthday.
Kid, I'm a clown of 40 years. I think I know what you fucking want, boy.
I'm a clown of 40 years.
Yeah. Someone's got to do it. Yeah, he basically tries to guilt trip them, but he also says something along the lines of, until I see that man, I have to keep moving.
Yeah, he's got motivations.
Yeah, but his eyes are really angry, very kind of sharp, shall we say. And in the manga, I even have a shot for you, Liam, to remind you of the bit that you probably have now forgotten / ignored / something. If I can remember which page it's on. Oh, God.
You can actually just stop talking and I'll cut the audio.
I will never stop talking. There we go.
You've shown me this already.
Indeed, in the first episode.
This is a page where Vash, half of his face is in shadow and fury, and the other half has the most intense eyes we've ever seen on him.
Yep. And he really doesn't want them to make him shoot them to get away.
Because that would be fucked up.
Because that'd be fucked up, right? And he's like, do not make me shoot you. I don't want to shoot you. Don't make me shoot you. To the point that he's genuinely getting upset about it.
Yeah.
And then this whole moment is sort of undercut by a large fist...
Yeah, and we've seen...
careening through the air.
We've kind of told some things out of order here, but we have seen, sort of immediately prior to this, a couple of One Piece villains stroll into town.
Yep.
They are a huge, 20-foot tall...
Yeah, multi-story
cyborg
guy who...
Hard puncher.
Who is known as one of the...
Goffs of Nevada.
Yeah, Goffs of Nebraska.
No, I think I said it right. I think it's Goffs of Nevada.
Goffs of Nevada?
Yeah.
I just love gambling. So Goffs is this humongous, seemingly augmented...
He's got a steam whistle in the back of his head.
Yeah.
He's got a big Frankie One Piece style chain fist.
And kind of I don't even know how to describe it. The arms are connected...
To the hip bone.
To the hip. The arms are connected at the elbow-ish or the forearm by a big kind of crisscrossy kind of jigsaw piece.
It's like a cybernetic framework that, becomes evident he will use to fire off his robot arms.
Yeah, like a big robot arm with a bungee cord. And inside his little breast pocket is the Professor. Professor Nebraska.
Who is his...
A mad scientist-looking motherfucker.
He's either his father or he is his cyborg creator who styles himself as his father.
I think it's father.
Okay.
I think.
But Professor Nebraska is, again, incredibly One Piece villain coded.
Yep.
But he is also Dr. Wily and Dr. Eggman.
You know
Right?
what? You are not wrong. You are absolutely
He's
not wrong in
got
this
bald
assessment.
head, the cartoon Einstein style, sideways poofs
The Heihachi
hair.
kind of things coming out.
Dr. Wily.
Yep.
He's got one green monocle over one eye.
Yep.
And he's got 3 evil teeth protruding over his lips.
Yep. And he speaks well, I guess you're just a piece of shit, aren't you?
And at one point he smokes a cartoonishly huge cigar.
Yeah. Now, you were so close. It pains me. You were so close last episode, because I think I said, you were this close to figuring out the Nebraskas on point. But the one thing you missed was...
The Professor.
They are so much more extra.
Okay, sure, yeah, because they're 100 feet tall.
Exactly.
And I guess there's also shades of the guy from Mad Max 3 Beyond Thunderdome.
Which I haven't seen.
Neither have I, but I just know my reputation. Master Blaster, I think it is. The tiny smart guy in who rides a huge guy and you fight him in the Thunderdome. Let me fact check that.
Sure.
But, that's also an archetype you would often see in a fighting game as well. One of the Mortal Kombats has
little lady, big guy, and she's all like, get him! And then it's Bam Town for him.
Bamtown Forum.
Bamtown Forum, you know what I'm saying?
A funny thing happened on the way to Bamtown Forum.
3 were found dead
Here we
after
go.
a small
So here's
man and
model
large
of it.
lad.
There's a large muscular man with a tiny guy riding his shoulders in a little backpack thing.
Is it a kid or a guy?
It's a little guy.
Okay, all right. Just a short guy. Very cool. One day I wish to have a small guy riding on top of my head in a gladiatorial combat arena.
Yeah.
Maybe not this time, but one day.
Someday. So this huge fist of these guys has crashed through the building that Vash and these women are in.
Yep. Vash tells him to get down.
Because he senses it coming
Yep.
because of his highly attuned abilities.
Yep. Once the rubble kind of like all the dust goes away from the rubble, we see a lone man standing in the dust plume remaining.
It's Vash the Stampede, and there's a prolonged sequence of Meryl slowly putting the pieces together.
And being like, that's him. That's Vash the Stampede. Vash turns around.
It's that guy.
And they're like, wait, but that can't be Vash because that's Vash.
Yeah.
That's not right.
Oh my god. And she kind of spends the climax in a state of shock.
And
about...
Millie is just like, oh, look, it's Vash the Stampede.
Yeah.
And Meryl's like, no.
Why did it have to be that guy? There's a lot of that in these 2 episodes.
Hey, wait a minute. Isn't there something wrong with this picture? They must know that man can't be him. Vash the Stampede is a horrible fiend. If you get in his way, he can destroy cities. And he can get out of the worst situations imaginable. Even if he's up against 1,000 men, he'd find a way to emerge without a scratch. That's who...
What now, Vash the Stampede?
That's him. Vash the Stampede.
So Vash begins to...
He's shifting the rubble and pulling the women out who are in various states of unconsciousness.
Yeah, the innocent, normal women.
Yeah.
He's taking them away, pulling them out from the rubble, and...
We're just normal women.
Exactly. Just innocent women. At one point, as he's transporting one, big old Nebraska fires off another shoot. Oh, one of the things that happened also is that...
Oh, when the fist retracted.
Yeah, when the fist retracted back into the forearm, written on the fist was, hey, come get me, or something to that
try
effect.
and catch me, sucker.
Yeah, with a big Vash face drawn on it, with like a ha 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 kind of face. And the thing that I think you ignored was, there was like, as he's turning around to see them, one of the shadows goes up into the air, comes back down, and then Vash puts the Sharpie into the lid. As it lands.
Yeah, I didn't quite catch that, but I did see something. I didn't quite put together what that was, but that's pretty good. I mean, obviously I knew he drew it, but...
Yeah. So yada yada, he's moving the women, and then another fist gets shot, and everyone's like, oh my god, but how's he going to get out of the way in time? Shocker, he jumps out of the way.
Yeah, and he protects the woman he's holding too.
Yeah, and the professor's like, well...
I kind of hoped that you would sacrifice her to save yourself. Oh, we learnt from exposition that these 2 guys were in prison up until yesterday, and they have, for
700 years.
Yeah, that's right. 700 sentence. 700,000 also turns out to be what their bounty is.
Yep.
So that's 100,000 per
year.
Per year, and they've committed like 400 crimes or something.
Yeah. Anyway, it's absurd numbers. Absurd numbers.
Yeah.
So they've broken out of jail on quote unquote good behavior.
Yeah, they released themselves on good behavior yesterday.
Well, that's a jailbreak.
Because they just released themselves.
Yeah.
Both of you are supposed to be serving a jail term of 700 years.
Shut your stinking trap! We released ourselves yesterday at our own discretion.
That is called a jailbreak.
So anyway, they're out of jail, whatever.
And the mayor or whoever he is decided to engage them to take out Vash.
Yep. And he's like, oh no, maybe I shouldn't have brought in the Nebraskas to get
because
Vash.
they're insane desert psychos.
Yeah. And hence why he was like, everyone hold off, everything's sorted, because he's called them in. But now they're just ruining the town.
Yeah.
So Vash puts on his glasses, goes full serious mode.
Oh my god, it's like we've never seen before.
He moves away from the women, and Professor Nebraska is like, you must have killed someone in all these years.
And there's a lot of dramatic exposition about the Vash reputation that we know in general from Meryl being like, if he's against 1,000 men, he'll still emerge without a scratch. That's Vash the Stampede.
Now, worth mentioning as well, Meryl is having a lot of flashbacks to all the events we've seen so far in like the previous episodes, where he's kind of been like selfless or has tried to save people at his own risk.
When he cut the ropes they were held up by while under a hail of gunfire and things like that.
When he foolishly went down below, what was the rich guy's name in the second episode?
Caesar Milan.
Caesar, into Caesar's mansion to save what's-her-face. And all these instances where it's like, he's been very selfless.
Oh my god, the things that were right in front of me all along.
Yeah.
My true love.
Now, what's interesting is that this is literally the first chapter of Trigun.
Interesting.
So Meryl has not
recontextualizes it.
Yeah, Meryl has not.
So Meryl's
Vash.
not as stupid in the manga then, in this specific context.
She still denies that is Vash originally, I think.
So is this in the manga then?
Yeah.
Have they had any prior meetings?
No.
So she's just seeing a guy and being like, that goofus couldn't possibly be Vash the
I
Stampede.
think so, yeah. Or at least I think she's like, oh, that's Vash, and then he just gets away again anyway.
Right.
Because he's continuously trying to get away from the Bernardino
Yeah,
insurance
because as we
company.
learn in the next episode, their way of managing him is pretty intrusive.
Yeah, just literally restricting all fun. But Professor Nebraska is like, hey, you had to kill someone all this time, but Vash isn't saying anything. And we get the best line delivery ever of, why isn't he saying anything? Why is he just standing there and taking that kind of verbal abuse?
Well, what do you have to say for yourself? Vash the Stampede?
Why won't he say anything? Why is he just standing there taking that kind of abuse?
Which I love so deeply. So then Professor Nebraska's all like, well, if you're not going to kill anyone, I'll do it for you.
I'll kill everyone.
Yeah.
And he gets his beautiful son, Giant Joseph.
I think it's daughter? Gosef? Beautiful, innocent Gosef? Just that sweet, calm,
what are you
loving
talking
name?
about?
Gosef, his name.
Gosef for a girl.
Gosef. Is it a human child? Oh no, it's the male
Were you
one.
doing a bit?
No, there's a male and a female one in the manga. Okay. I can't remember if this one's the male or the female because they're both monstrosities.
You're thinking of Ghost Set.
Oh, sorry. I'm thinking of Gosf. So he's like, I'm gonna kill those women.
He spins up his big fist towards the unconscious pile of women that Vash had removed from the rubble.
Not the innocent women.
They're just normal women.
The unconscious innocent women that he just saved.
He's doing a big gum rifle.
And he shoots off the hand.
Yeah. And Vash,
distressed,
against all impulses, does something cool.
Liam, Vash always does cool
He
things.
does a slow Max Payne style leap.
Yep.
Fires 5 precise shots into the body of the spinning fist, such that it deflects its momentum away from the normal innocent women.
Yep.
And just, careens into a pile of rubble.
And I don't know if you saw this, but he is jumping such that as he's jumping, he's going directly in the line
That's right,
of that.
yes.
So again,
He's got contingencies.
Yeah, he's got... he's another, selfless act is happening.
Yeah.
That kind of oh, how interesting. But yeah, goes off course, and...
The fist is ruined.
Poor Gosef is like, oh!
Because I guess he's still got feeling in that huge robot hand.
Oh, absolutely. And Professor Nebraska is like, hey, it careened off course, but you used up 6 bullets. And Vash is like, not quite. Releases the 6 bullets from the gun.
Still got 1 left.
Starts Russian rouletting.
I got 1 special bullet left for myself.
And then bam! That's the end of
Shoots himself in the
Trigun.
head.
So he shoots into the bungee cord receptacle fucking hole thing.
They're like holster for the robot arm.
Yeah, right in the middle where the bungee cord's coming back.
Yeah.
And then a bunch of blood starts spurting out of it as Gosef is like, no!
My enchanted shin!
And just collapses backwards. Everyone runs out of the way, so they're fine.
Yeah.
And the professor is like, how dare you?
And he pulls out his gun.
Which
Nick is going to pull out his book and show me for some reason.
Manga anime difference. The most important one of this entire episode, I would dare say.
The gun is much longer in the manga.
The gun is much more important, Liam. So he pulls out this long barrel gun, right?
It's a, classic Western revolver, but then the barrel is probably 3/4 of a meter long.
Yeah. It's like one of those big sniper pistols. If you ever played the game Desperado, it's
Nope.
like the guy who has the long coat, who's the sniper guy, has this pistol.
Okay.
But it's just even longer in Trigun. And he's all like, don't you dare run away from me. In the manga, what actually happens...
Oh shit, he's got a rail gun.
The entire bottom half of him is a giant derringer.
Oh, holy shit.
So we don't see
That's
the
quite
bottom...
a change.
Yeah, we don't see the bottom half in the anime. I don't know why, but whatever. But the entire bottom half of him, he has robot hands and arms to, hold him up like one of those big cranes on the trucks.
Sorry, I'm just incredibly distracted by you're showing me this page with this cool gun design.
Yeah.
But on the opposite page, Meryl and Millie are introducing themselves to Vash for, I guess, the first time.
Correct.
After everything that's just happened,
Yeah.
Meryl is doing her professional thing, and then Millie's just on the side, 90s smiling anime face, like the smiley, like the :D smiley.
Yep.
I'm Millie Thompson.
We love Millie. We love Millie.
So how does he defeat this bad man then?
Well, in the manga, Millie actually defeats the bad man.
With her huge X gun.
Yep, and
she
then-
caves in his skull with the non-lethal weapon,
we get-
killing him instantly.
We get Vash's excellent face of, like, comically shocked eyes with, like, tiny pin dots in the
because,
middle.
of course, in this reality, we haven't had the sequence where she walks into a bar and the strap breaks.
No,
So-
we did, but Vash wasn't there for it.
Okay, so we, the reader, know she
Yeah,
has this.
we the
huge
reader
cannon.
know about it because that's
Well, never mind then.
way back here. Liam, you gotta pay attention to a thing you haven't read before. So that's already happened, almost identically, where we see this massive ass gun. But in the manga, for some reason, Millie takes care of him. But in the anime, instead, Vash shoots Mr. Professor Nebraska with the fake gun that Thomas has,
That's right.
and he dies from cringe.
Because
He's embarrassed.
he shoots him with the fake gun that Thomas has.
Yep.
And then starts repeatedly going, "This world is made of love and peace.
And both
love and peace."
And Sandy and Thomas, who are standing behind him, both start echoing with love and peace.
And then he has an aneurysm and dies.
Yep. And that's the end of that episode. What are you looking for?
Gâteau millefeuille.
Uh-huh. One of my favorite desserts.
I've accidentally gone to French language Wikipedia. That's not going to help me.
You mean you want the second English version?
Mm-hmm.
I know this.
Oh, it's a vanilla slice.
Yeah.
Ah.
Why are you looking up a millefeuille?
It's obviously Millie's cafe order in that scene we were just discussing.
Of course.
And I was just curious what the heck it was. Because I've only ever heard it referred to as a vanilla slice before.
Yeah. It's one of my favorite desserts.
There we go.
Yeah.
I have a question for you
Go on.
on the same subject matter.
Millefeuille.
No.
Okay.
Do you think
Mm-hmm.
that a banana split
Tread carefully.
is propaganda by Big Banana
Why would it be propaganda?
because it's a mid-dessert compared to a standard sundae?
Let me think about this.
Ceylon tea is from Sri Lanka.
Well,
But where's it from in space?
Sri
Consider
Lanka. Well, I mean, it depends what you want from your dessert, right? If you just want the ice cream, sure, Sunday, go for it.
I just want the ice cream.
Oh, well, yeah, of course you're not going to want a banana split. But I'm also not a big fan of banana. So it's like I'm biased in this equation.
See, I have a banana for breakfast most mornings.
You're crazy.
So I'm getting my bananas.
You're getting your potassium.
That's right.
All up in
I'm
there.
tassed up to the gills.
Speaking of tassels, next episode.
Yeah, nothing else happens. In that one, I mean.
Yeah. What, in the second episode?
In the first one.
Oh, yeah. Nothing else happens in the first episode. We just hard cut to the ending as we see love and peace repeatedly.
That's right.
So in the second episode, we see the ramifications of this episode.
Yep,
and we are beginning the era of, we are no longer in Monster of the Week. We are now in
We have stories.
story. There's narrative beats. Here
The
we
girls
go.
have recognized Vash.
Yep.
They are, as much as he doesn't want it, a unit now.
Yep. Turns out things have consequences. We're going to start seeing consequences. And the first thing that happens is...
We've stayed in the same town as previously.
Yep.
The Nevada boys have been...
the Nevada
whatever.
boys.
It doesn't matter. Have been arrested, and Vash has allowed the town to claim the bounty.
Yep.
Because they needed him for his bounty, and he's a nice guy.
Yep.
And he's getting free salmon sandwiches at a cafe.
Yep. Before this, we get, in some other town, a guy's putting up a wanted poster for the Nebraskas that have escaped.
Yep.
And they're like, $700,000 double dollars. That's a lot of money. And the guy immediately comes out and goes, yeah, take it down. Someone already got it. And he's like,
5
oh.
hours. That must be a record.
And it's for the entire town.
That's
so
right. The
it's a lot.
town of Inepril.
Inepril.
So called because of how inept they are.
Indeed. So then, no notes. So then they...
It's not a yes and, that's just a yes.
Yep, pretty much. Imagine going to an improv show where the only way to
Yes.
yes and is just saying yes. So
Taking it incredibly literally.
yeah, literally, incredibly literally.
Literally.
I would absolutely go see that.
I wouldn't.
Oh, okay. So back in the town, he's eating all these salmon sandwiches, and I think they're questioning him on why he doesn't want the money.
Well, I'm just a lone old wanderer. It'll just slow me down. And
Yeah.
besides, now I can get all the salmon sandwiches I want. And Meryl is in the background being like, For that amount of money, he could have bought the whole dang salmon factory. Sandwich factory.
Now, question. How genuine do you think he's being, given that we now know that he normally acts like an absolute himbo cringe lord, and then out of nowhere he pulls out just this random skill set and this very serious demeanor. How serious do you think he's being when he's saying, just weigh me down?
I believe him.
You believe him?
Yeah, I feel like the persona that he is occupying on the day-to-day is not a deception or a front. It's just how, if he weren't in world-changing circumstances and danger, how he would be.
Okay. Gotcha. So you think this is him genuine personality,
Yeah, he wants them sandwiches.
but at the same time, when the time calls for it,
He's got depth.
well. You've grown so much. You're learning.
Doesn't mean he's not incredibly annoying.
God damn it. So yeah, he's just like, well, weigh me down. I can't possibly take. You guys have
Yeah.
it. And then Meryl
And of course,
Millie,
he's doing something beneficial for the town here.
Exactly.
That's an element of
very
Yeah.
selfless.
Okay.
I'm tapping my
Like
nose
this
and
is
winking
meant to be
my
some
eye.
big revelation.
No, it's not. But we'll get there. So Meryl steps in. Is
Yeah.
like, are you two quite done? Because I need to look after him 24/7 now.
Oh, good sequence in the previous episode during the standoff where she pulled out her typewriter in the middle of the street and
When Millie pulled out Meryl's typewriter, I was
Yeah.
like, you got to write the report.
Yeah, and she had to write her report about making contact with Vash the Stampede despite barely being able to bring herself to believe it.
Yeah.
Potentially my highlight.
And she's like, no, why did it have to be him?
Good moment.
We got two sides of the same. Why did it have to be him
Yeah.
of these two episodes?
So he's trying to walk through the street, go about his business. He's hero of the town. All the beautiful town prostitutes are like,
Come over here, big boy. He's like, oh, wouldn't mind if I do.
but they won't let him.
Make way, step aside, please. The infamous outlaw Vash the Stampede is coming through. He's a wanted man with a bounty on his head for $60 billion double dollars, feared everywhere as the humanoid typhoon. Watch out, he's the legendary ace gunman, folks. If you come near him and he bites you, don't expect your insurance to cover it.
Hey, Mr. Vash, stop by the saloon later. It'll be my treat. We got some of the good stuff.
Hi, Vash, honey.
And he's all like, how long are you guys gonna stop me from having fun?
And I've got issues with this.
Yeah.
Because he didn't sign up for this.
No, but he's so much of a liability
Yeah, but
that they have to take responsibility and stop him from causing trouble in the town.
yeah.
Through 24 hours, 7 surveillance, and not allowing him outside of their sight at all, ever.
Kind of rude, Meryl.
Well, look, it's just, look, she's following
He's
orders.
a consenting adult.
Yeah.
He's allowed to do what he wants.
Yeah, but we don't know what trouble he could get into. and
I
what
think
trouble
Meryl likes him.
Oh, you bloody... Okay. Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay,
That's how it worked in anime in the 90s.
That's your call?
Yeah.
That's your... Okay, all right. What about Millie?
I think Millie is beyond such matters.
Do you think Millie's capable of love?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For everyone.
Ah, okay, great. She's a Phoebe from Friends.
No.
Okay, never mind.
She famously loved Paul Rudd.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that. Anyway, point being, they're walking through town, he can't do anything. And then, a big, beautiful humpback.
That's right, the humpback sand steamer. A
Yep.
huge Star Wars style sand crawler.
Yep.
Or a big old desert train.
It's like a cruise liner, but over
Yeah.
the sand.
It rolls on into town. Big old markets come out.
Yep.
Everyone's like, it's the day where the fair comes to town.
Yep.
And we're all going to do it. All the commerce we'll do for a full year.
Yep. There's this, like, orphan kid who shows up and is like, hey, do you need another helping hand on this sand steamer? And the guy's like, I don't need a helping hand from you, kid.
This
He's
was
like,
good.
"Eh."
This whole market sequence, it made it all feel very real to me.
Because it's like, oh, this is where people come to do things, and then it
Yeah,
goes on.
there's like
foot.
an ecosystem here.
Yeah. Without any hard world building, you get a good sense of
Yeah.
like, oh, things are happening.
But I didn't want to brush past it too much. The scene of them walking through the town, it's Meryl walking in front of Vash, Millie walking behind him, and for every single person they're approaching, Meryl's like, stand back, this is Vash the Stampede. The humanoid typhoon, stand back. Don't approach him. Don't approach him.
But he also, Meryl is very like, everyone
She looks
stand
very
back.
put upon.
Yeah, she's like, stand back, it's Vash the Stampede, he's a human disaster zone, please don't come closer.
Bernadelle Insurance Society.
Yeah, and it's still like, she hates it. So then,
Meryl, you can get another job.
yeah, when the sand steamer arrives, we cut back to Meryl and Millie, and they're like, wow, that's a humpback class sand steamer. Very impressive, it's massive. Where's Vash?
He's gone.
well, what should we do?
Ooh.
So then they
They
just...
bump into him in a little bit.
Yeah, they seem
Look,
like...
if there's one thing their previous adventures have taught them, no matter where they go, Vash the Stampede will be there.
There's always trouble.
Okay, so basically, as alluded to last episode,
Yep.
the
engineers are coming.
to fix the plant, and they've got the bounty money to pay them now.
Finally.
And there's a bunch of faceless engineers and one beautiful evil woman.
Evil babe.
She's got a big hat and she's got a sexy dress
So
and she's
much
got
cleavage.
darkness in her eyes.
Yeah, dark dress.
And she's
dark
being
heart.
followed by a cyber ninja.
Yeah, there is one bit with Supersonic Sodom,
Oh, fuck, I forgot about this.
who looks like a kind of little freak. I wanna
He's
say.
another One Piece character, honestly.
Yeah, he's got...
There's a lot of through lines in character design in between this and
Yeah.
One Piece I'm seeing.
Which is great. We love it. So it's like luscious lips, weird kind of stout frame.
Low-key clown makeup.
Yeah, low-key clown makeup, bald head, I think.
Yep.
And like pauldrons that definitely are like Mad Max inspired
Yeah,
for
yeah.
like a comedy character who shouldn't have pauldrons. Anyway, he shows up and is all like, "Hey, lady, don't you know I'm Supersonic Sodom?"
Yeah, do you want to sodomize me?
And then
No, nothing for that.
I think he's like,
No?
"Hey, don't you
Okay.
know my..." Look, everyone knows. So
Give me a little something.
Yeah, I think he's like, "Hey, don't you want to get, to know me a bit better?" And then the big cyborg ninja appears behind him. Big ominous sound as he bumps into him. And he's like, "Maybe it's better that you're not familiar with me."
Meanwhile, across the square, Meryl is having a parallel strange encounter as a man pulls up in a tiny ute and is like, "Hey, baby, you want to go have some sex?"
Oh no, this happens way later.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
But anyway, they have the same kind of deal.
And Millie is like, "You should watch out. She's got 1,000,000 guns on her."
She doesn't look it, but she's actually 20. And Meryl's like, "Don't say a fucking word."
Classic comedy bit of the woman doesn't want you to know how old she is.
Yeah.
Anyway, very strange little circ with the... were they implying this was like a child trying to pick her up or something? Because he was driving a little truck, but Millie was also like, "She's much older than you."
There's a part of me that thinks that was the author's, like Yasuhiro Naito author's little
his little
chibi guy,
avatar from the...
just being all like, "Hey, how you going, lady?"
I see that.
Just coming in there or something.
Because it was so out of place with
Yeah.
everything else, and he was drawn in such a comparatively simple art style.
Yeah, like a
So
real gag.
I think you're onto something.
Yeah, I think it's something alluding to that maybe, or just another gag or something. But
It was just a strange moment.
yeah, so in between that, beautiful babe and Vash.
Yeah. She immediately wraps him around her little finger.
Yeah, so Vash is on top of the plant.
Oh, that happens before that.
Yeah. So the plant.
He's on a big building staring up at the big light bulb.
Yep, and he's got a beautiful bottle of
Wild turkey.
Wild turkey.
And he pours one out.
Yep, it's not not duplicable. It can't be duplicated.
So the bottle says.
So the bottle says.
And
but
he
I
pours
have
it
my
out
doubts.
and he stares up at the big light bulb and it says like, "You were suffering, weren't you?"
He says, "You were just tired."
Sure, he's got plant empathy
Yeah. For that big beautiful
for
machine.
mysterious reasons that I'm sure won't be explored.
Oh. Okay, well, if you're going to predict this well for the remainder of the episode. So, yeah, he's just pouring one out for the boys.
Yeah.
And then he hears something nearby and he's all like, "Hey."
Yeah, a beautiful woman comes in and is like, "Hey Vash, maybe if you do everything I say, maybe I'll fuck you."
And he's all like, "Oh my God, can we get married right now?" And she lists off like, "Oh yeah, you have this massive criminal record, you're a huge risk. Do you want to be my bodyguard?" And he's like,
Yeah.
and then she's like, "Great, big boy. Well, listen, you just be a good little dog and then we'll get along fine." And he's all like, "Can do." She is the lead engineer, I think, for this union that's come to town. So she's like the head honcho.
Yeah.
Everyone's looking to her to fix this
Fix the
place.
plant.
Yep. And he's all like, "Well, I'll be your bodyguard."
They bump into Meryl and Millie.
In the
Meryl
markets.
is infuriated that they've struck up this relationship because she's jealous.
Oh, envy. Okay.
Yeah. Fucking okay. This comes immediately on the heels of the little cartoon truck man.
Who drives away when Vash shows up and is like, "Vash the Stampede!" Ah!
And the reason I need to circle back to that is because of like very strange dialogue parallels.
The dynamics are all off in this relationship.
Because when the little freak is trying to pick up
Meryl.
and he says, "I'm ready and willing to be your obedient little doggy." And she says, but you're just a child. Anyway, then he drives off. Then a few moments later, when Vash and... I don't even know what this woman's name is.
I should know her name, shouldn't I? I'm the one who likes the anime more.
It doesn't matter. When Vash and the evil woman show up...
Elizabeth?
Sure.
Yeah, that's her name, Elizabeth.
When Vash and Liz show up, she's calling him Spot, like a little doggy.
Yeah, or a big man-shaped doggy. But he inside is still just a little doggy.
Yeah. So there's a I don't know.
There's some thematic parallels between being a sick little freak
it's
and being
like
Vash the
how
Stampede.
in A Midsummer Night's Dream,
Yeah.
I can't remember the names of the characters in this fucking play, but one of the ones who is in love with the sort of more villainous of the two men, who has been enchanted to love someone else. She's like, you can spurn me and treat me as your spaniel so long as I'm allowed to be near you.
Yeah. It all comes back
It's
to
all
dogs.
about power dynamics and sex and dogs.
Yeah. Look, we all want to be
We
the
all
dog.
agree that a dog loving you is one of the sexiest things around.
Or someone that owns a dog, the person loves you and the dog might love you. That person's sexy as fuck.
Yeah.
So basically, Meryl is all like, ugh, I'm not hanging around here while Vash is pretending to be a fucking dog for Elizabeth. That's weird. I hate it. And then as Vash goes back to the hotel with Elizabeth...
Vash goes back to the hotel and gets into that hyper-realistic dog suit that Japanese man had created. You remember this?
Yeah, I remember that. Oh, God.
He's like, can we sleep in the same room? And she's like, no. Slam door.
Oh, by the way, you're in the next room over if you don't mind staying there. And he's like, oh...
He goes in there and gets attacked by Voldo from Soul Calibur, which
he
is the cyber ninja.
Yeah, he immediately walks in the room and is all like, someone's coming.
Yep.
What's happening? And then a ninja comes in, gets Voldoed, and he's all like, I don't like sleeping with men, particularly ugly ones. You can fuck off.
And then he does. He jumps backwards out the window.
He's like, oh, well, he actually did what I asked.
Vash did shoot one of his arm blades, though.
Yeah, but he broke his fucking foot blade.
That's
in
right.
the fight.
Good trade.
Yeah, good trade. So then he's like, oh, he actually left. And then we see at his feet is a grenade.
Vash rides the explosion out the wall by being on his mattress, his bed frame.
On the bed frame, lands on the ground, and he's shaking, be like, oh,
and all the
my
rubble
God.
lands immediately around the bed, but not on it.
And he's like,
he tries to play it off casually to the innkeeper, and Elizabeth sticks her head out the window. Is like, I sure am glad I switched our rooms in the hotel registry, but she's lying.
oh, Liam,
It's part of her clever scheme.
You know what we skipped over entirely in the first bit, where Millie, Meryl, and Vash are all together, where someone asks, oh, hey, you're Vash the Stampede. And he goes, yeah, but you better watch out for these two because they're not so bright with the kids. Yeah. And he's like, ha ha ha. And then we go down to Meryl being like, ha ha ha.
She's going to pull out her 2 guns and blow his fucking brains out.
Yeah. And Millie's like, don't do that.
Just
man."
do it, Meryl.
Yeah.
Do
Anyway.
it. He wants you to.
Yeah. So anyway, Meryl's fed up of this shit.
Yeah.
So yeah, lands on the bed and then goes, Elizabeth, someone just tried to kill me. And she's like, oh, it's a very good thing that I swapped rooms then, isn't it?
So as we learn in the remainder of the episode, she is trying to have him killed.
Yeah.
So was this just her testing the water to see if her cyber ninja could just kill him?
I think so. I think it was just like oh yeah, I'll swap rooms, he'll come in, kill him, we'll be done with it.
And if it doesn't work, we've got a backup plan.
Yeah. Something to that effect.
Sure.
So I love that in I don't know if it's at night or in the morning, the hotel manager comes into the broken room and is just like, wow, what happened to this room?
Yeah,
and
this is that same scene.
Yeah, and Vash is downstairs being all like, hey, it's me, Vash. And he's like, oh my God, it's Vash. Ah!
Yeah.
And just runs off comic. I just love
And then the next morning he's talking to the Bernadelli insurance ladies about his claim. And they're like, what happened? And he's like, it was Vash the Stampede.
And Meryl's like,
Oh, Vash the Stampede.
We had him, and then he got away
They gotta
again.
stop selling Vash insurance.
So we then cut, I believe, to the power.
Yeah, they go to the power plant. Elizabeth is doing, and her team are doing the plant maintenance they were there to do.
Vash is there with Elizabeth.
She fakes she either fakes or causes a real meltdown so that they have reason to go to a
reactor
chamber to do manual data entry to resolve it.
Yep.
They go in there, they immediately get attacked by Cyborg Ninja.
Meryl is
Meryl
also
and Millie are on
following-
site at this point, even though they're not supposed to be allowed to be.
Yep, we get the best line of, there's something deeply wrong with the dynamics of this relationship.
Yeah, not wrong.
And Millie's all like, yeah, but we gotta run.
Oh, good sequence where they're confronting Vash about the in-explosion.
Yep.
Vash is, trying to make his excuses, and Millie is like, the chief is going to go mad at us for not doing our job.
And Vash goes, yeah, but I mean, you're not really crying, are you? And Millie immediately stops feigning crying. He's like, oh, well, I guess not.
We don't really see that much of that sort of thing from her, so that's good gear. They go into the reactor room. They get attacked by the cyborg ninja. Vash is doing like almost like ballroom dance-esque maneuvers to protect her, keeping her close to him. And
Elizabeth,
stepping around the big slashes.
Yep.
And then he pulls out his gun. And these two episodes, I guess, are both notable because Vash is firing his gun, but doing it for specifically non-lethal purposes.
Exactly.
Which
will be very important later.
Yes, I assumed so.
Yeah.
He fires expertly at the guy's limbs and the attached weaponry on them.
Yes.
To such that by his
foolishly
his elbow
large
blades and his knee blades are all bent backwards, stuck into the ground, and he can't move.
Yeah, so he is currently Voldoing, but cannot fully
He's-
emerge as Voldo because he's stuck in
He
the
hasn't
floor.
gone full Voldo enough. This guy's aesthetic is really interesting to me, and I don't know if this is because we're getting more into manga territory than we have been in the last few episodes. But he's so much more like high sci-fi than like most of our
Any
other
of the
villains
other-
so
yeah,
far.
yeah, yeah.
Like he's like in a high-tech cyborg suit. He's got like a weird like headpiece with cables for hair and like a boomer-esque face mask.
A boomer? Yeah, I guess
from
so.
like Bubblegum Crisis.
Yeah, because like he is covered in just suit
His name is
stuff.
apparently Keskas.
Yeah, Keskus. Yeah. His hair color is dark brown and light brown with light blue tips.
Thanks.
Something tells me that's not his normal hair. Keskas face revealed.
Yeah, they break his mask open and he's just a guy.
Yeah, he's just a normal guy who was hired to, murder Vash.
Yeah.
But his name apparently is never spoken, but it shows up in the show's credits.
Okay.
So there you go. Thanks, Trigun Wiki. You are a wealth of information. I could never live without you.
Vash leans over him, says, "It's a mystery to me how you got in here." Breaks open the mask, and he's like, "Oh, you're actually kind of cute."
Classic Vash being like, "Aw," embracing emotion.
Elizabeth reveals her villainous intent. It's like, I guess I'll have to get someone better to beat you.
And begins closing the door such that he's trapped with the uranium rods,
or whatever powers this whole situation.
He locks him in the Chernobyl elephant rock room or whatever it is. And Vash is like,
He's initially like, is this some sort of bondage game? Am I being punished?
And she's like, no. And he's like, oh, you don't want to kill me for that bounty, do you?
Yeah, well, she exposits. And I noticed a few discrepancies between
the subtitles
and titles for the date and time she describes, but it doesn't really matter.
Yeah. It's at some point, there's this city called July.
Yeah. In the space calendar year 104, July 21st. So, hang on, so it's July in July.
So it's 2:06 p.m. in the dub, and I believe it's 2:06
That's not what I was talking about.
Yeah, but that's the error.
Okay, yeah, PM and AM were flipped, but also the city is named July, but also it took place in July.
What are you talking about? It's called Lost July. It's the name of the episode.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, but it happened PM, not AM.
All right. Fine, Nick.
So
this was the inciting incident for Vash getting his villainous reputation
as the humanoid typhoon,
because somehow through some witchery, some devilcraft, he exploded and utterly obliterated July City, the third city.
Yep,
whatever that means.
I could tell you, but I'm not gonna.
Yeah, I don't expect
I think you know already, probably.
The third city on the planet, or the third city humanity ever created.
Or is it just the third city nearby? Who knows?
With a population of 1,400,000 people, the whole city's structure was obliterated, but no one was killed by the incident itself, somehow, mysteriously. But because all of their infrastructure they needed to live was destroyed, there was a subsequent, collapse of society, scrambling violence, starvation, which her parents died in. She was a 3-year-old girl, problematic age gap for Vash wanting to sleep with her.
Yep. I mean, yeah.
She was a 3-year-old girl, and we see a flashback of her, people turning on each other, her parents dying. She wanders through the wastes alone, and, a mysterious silhouetted figure that's obviously Vash in rags, still looking the same age, despite this being, some 20, 30 years ago.
Yep.
stands above her and embraces her, giving her support. And she wants revenge against the man known as Vash the Stampede for causing that incident.
Yeah. So Vash is like, I think I get where you're coming from more than you know.
I'll let you have a taste of the pain and sadness I felt then. Repent and die, Vash the Stampede.
Now is the time to avenge my mother and father. Repent. Repent and die. Vash the Stampede.
And Vash kind of just looks up at the ceiling as the reactor turns
As
on.
the room starts to fill with lasers.
Yep.
And a big rift in space-time opens up.
So I think the way they
The
describe
Doctor
these...
Who time tunnel enters the building.
I think the way they describe these plants is it works beyond known theoretical law or something like that. And let's just say that some weird shit is happening in
Let me
there.
see if I can find the exposition about
the plants.
plant maintenance.
Yeah, it's like it's lost technology from 100 years ago that works beyond, or can work beyond known theoretical laws, but that's what makes it able to sustain life on
here
the
it
planet.
is. Plant control uses much of the lost technology, and the knowledge to use it is in my head. Still, that doesn't mean I understand what the plant really is.
You want the bit where they're on top. Just Vash and Elizabeth. Where he's like, do you know much about the plants? And Vash is like, I guess. Is it lost technology from 100 years ago? It's like, well, it looks like you do know. Come, dog. And he's like, I will come.
Do you want me to come?
Oh, I'll come.
Lost technology from over 100 years ago, systems which can achieve production beyond all theoretical law, leftovers from the Pandora's box we were given by God, that allow you and I to exist in this poor environment.
Yeah, nice.
So a big rift in space-time opens up, and all the other people are evacuating the facility.
Yep. Including Meryl and Millie.
Yep, because everything's going to explode. Real
bad, like
nuclear meltdown scenario.
I think
Chernobyl.
I think interestingly, Meryl at one point is like, no, but I have to go get Vash.
Yeah.
Because
Because
some
that's
level,
my fucking job.
Yeah, it's my job, and it's
I
probably
work
gonna
in insurance.
It's gonna get worse if I don't.
But
she has to leave because
he's staying there till the end. But there's no point in his staying behind. I'm gonna go get him. But it's no good, ma'am. Get out quickly or you'll be killed. And then she does. So a big rift opens up. It's real.
I need to know about this rift in space-time.
End of 2001: A Space Odyssey style vibes in there.
Yep. There's a lot of flashing lights swirling around. It's all multicolored. It's rainbow.
The cyborg ninja is like, oh no. And Vash...
That lady left me in here. That wasn't the deal.
He's the only witness to Vash standing on the center podium of the situation.
Yeah. In the reactor.
And communing with the space god in there, and causing the meltdown to subside.
And this guy's like, what are you, man?
And the big light bulb outside is glowing bright, but then it all goes good.
And the entire town is like, he did it! Vash saved the town again! That's 2 times today he's done that!
This can't be the same day.
Oh no, because we just had a sleepover at a hotel, didn't we? 2 times in 2 days. That's pretty good.
There's got to have been some time between the last episode happening and the steamer arriving, surely.
Ooh, I don't know about that. Time moves slow.
Vash comes out. He has a heart-to-heart with evil Elizabeth, and she hates him for what he did, and he exposits that he's got more or less complete amnesia from the moment he woke up in that ruined city. He's got some early childhood memories, but other than that, it's all a big blank. He, believes he could have been the one responsible for it, but he doesn't know.
We also see that he's like, as is his to-do, crying about it.
Yeah, he's a big crybaby.
he cries a lot.
Yeah. He's got a lot of big feelings.
He does.
Are you having some big feelings about that time you wiped out a city of 1 million people?
1,400,000.
Yeah.
But he can't remember, and Elizabeth is like, well, just let me have revenge. Let me just kill you.
But then you'd be the same as me, Elizabeth.
If you blew up the plant, you'd be me.
Yeah.
And she's like, I
you'd
don't
be
care.
Vash the Stampede.
And she's like, I actually don't give a fuck.
And she's pressing a gun to his gut.
Yeah. And no one else can see it because they're just like close.
In embrace.
Like lovers. But they hate each other. Well, at least she hates him.
And she looks up at him and recognizes in his silhouette the same mysterious man who saved her as a child.
Yep.
And she's like, no.
And he shows mercy, hugs her, and then she just cries a lot.
Yeah.
And they both cry. And they're both crying there. And she collapses.
And that's the goddamn end.
Yeah. Sad.
Sad, but also compelling.
So compelling. Now, Liam.
Nick.
Highlights and lowlights.
Highlights and lowlights.
Yeah. I know it's hard. It's all highlights.
Well, I did mention it previously, and I think I will stick with it. I really enjoyed the little sequence of Meryl doing her insurance lady duties upon making contact with Vash the Stampede. Just logging it for the chief.
Yep. And just be like, why does this always happen to me?
Didn't need to put that moment in the show, but it's just a nice little extra sauce.
Look, people keep doing things, you know? People keep doing things. Look, I gotta pick it. The shoot 5 bullets into Nebraska family.
good.
Hand. It's just such a quintessentially like, yes, this is what this show is about.
Yeah.
This is but figure out a way to do it without
This is the
killing
special sauce.
Yeah, it's like you have the constraint of he's the good guy doing the good things.
Yeah.
How did he get by this far? Here's an example of how he got by this far. And it just keeps happening and you're like,
He's doing...
And it's cool.
He's taking the Batman doesn't kill people thing one step further, where he also doesn't necessarily really harm them either. He just incapacitates them as non-violently as possible.
Because he hates pain.
Yeah.
But it's like, it's
who
very...
wouldn't?
Well...
I don't like pain.
I mean, that ninja guy, he was in a gimp suit.
That's true.
Yeah.
Voldo loves pain.
Yeah, but
he's often found that there's a fine line between pleasure and pain.
But it's also, I think the entire sequence is like a good, not like a contrast of him being a himbo, but it's a good sequence of, this is what we're kind of in for in terms of what's coming up for a lot of the rest of the show. Maybe not the next 2 after this, but for a lot of the rest of the show, it's just
Beach episode.
Yeah, it's like, it's challenging his kind of like ideals in like interesting ways.
The question is that the show will repeatedly present to us, I'm sure, is this going to be the situation that forces Vash to abandon his pacifism?
Oh! I don't fucking know. Lowlights.
I mean, look, I feel like I'm falling into an easy pattern here, but the show keeps giving them to me.
You hate the dog relationship.
I don't need a child in a truck asking Meryl if he can be her dog.
What do you mean you don't need that? That's Yasuhiro
weird.
Naito. That's the author of the show. He knows what he wants.
She says he's a child.
Yeah, but she's like
20-something.
Oh shit, is she? Oh fuck. Oh no, I didn't know that. Yeah, it is weird. There's a lot of dog stuff going on, but it was the 90s, you know? Who can blame them?
The year of the dog.
Was it?
Who cares?
Who cares? Anyway, I think my low light is just going to be the sudden end of the Nebraskas just being all like, oh, actually, no, it won't be that because that's also great. I'm going to say low light will be the... See, hard. It's very hard, Liam. It's hard to pick a low light when it's also good. My low light will be the ambiguous Thomas being called Thomas.
Yeah, fuck that kid.
Like, why is he called Thomas?
Yeah, give him a real name.
Yeah, like fucking Emu.
Dango.
Yeah, call him Derringer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Call him
Dillinger.
Marlon.
Call him Derringer Dillinger.
Yeah, call him Dillinger Derringer.
Derringer Brian Cooper.
They call me Merrill Derringer Strife. You know why?
Because I work in insurance.
No, because my dad was John Dillinger. And I stole a lot of banks. Yeah. Now, Liam.
Nick.
I'm very excited for this. What do you think's going to happen next time in the acclaimed 1998 anime Trigun? In the episodes entitled B.D.
Cooper?
N, so not BDC, BDN, and the episode entitled And Between the Wasteland and the Sky, ...
Before I answer those questions, I want to speculate about plants for a bit.
Go on.
And if I get any of this right, I feel like I do need to credit, potentially absorbing some stuff via osmosis.
And also, I think I may have explained it to you in a Patreon episode special,
that's
maybe,
true.
possibly. But it's been so long.
But it's also been long enough, and I haven't paid enough attention that I could just be entirely wrong.
Then the entire episode on Patreon, you were like, yeah, but I don't care about this.
It is my speculation, with those caveats, that, Vash himself was once a human person put into one of these plant machines, and that's how they power them.
Okay.
And the whole thing is like an ominous child situation where we can create a sustainable society, but it requires, humans to be put in these machines and suffer eternally.
Okay.
Until they burn out, based on, this one just being tired or whatever.
Yeah.
That's what I got.
Okay.
At some point, for whatever reason, either by his own design or someone else's, Vash escaped or was released. And doing that caused the whole plant system to, release like a reality pulse that destroyed the city, but not the people.
Okay, I'm with you. So you reckon...
Or, like, he was able to make his desires manifest while in that other dimension or somehow.
Yeah.
And that involved, wanting to destroy this thing but not hurt any of the people. And that's why the whole city, which was connected up to the plant, was evaporated.
So you reckon do you think he... like born on the planet, grew up here, put into lost technology.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although I don't necessarily think he has to be from the planet. We had our first explicit mention, I think, this episode of, the broader galaxy.
Yeah. Where the mercenaries are like, we're going to have the best names in all the galaxy or something like that.
So, spacefaring technology doesn't seem to have been lost. It's just not really coming up.
Okay. Why would... How do I put this? Why would he want to get out of the plant?
Because it hurts to be in there.
Okay.
Unimaginable suffering.
Okay, so you think it's unimaginable suffering, he wants to escape the plant, to get out, and then when he gets out, do you think he is now... he sees the suffering around him and goes, you know what, I don't want any
and
of
he's
that.
amnesiac too, of course.
Of course.
So he emerges with his first, full adult memories beyond those fragments of childhood.
Yep.
Into a world of unimaginable pain and suffering, as all these people are eating each other.
Yep.
And he's like, I don't want any of that.
I'm going to ask you a very important question. Do you think that Vash...
Ram got him out.
do you think that Vash would have repressed memories that are going to come back?
Oh, absolutely.
Do you think that Vash is just Vash?
Oh, is there a second secret personality in there? Like in... I don't know, one of the Danganronpas, I think, does that.
Do you think that maybe there's another character?
Knives Vermilion.
Maybe...
Evil Vash. In utero twin. Eaten.
But do you think that...
His dark persona.
Do you think? Given that you have already alluded to in the opening, there has been light gun, dark gun.
No, I think it's a different guy.
You think it's a different guy?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Interesting.
Maybe, because... Okay, here's a speculation.
Okay.
Because of the reality warping nature of it all, maybe as part of this whole process, he splits off his violent impulses into a second entity, leaving him as the, the emotionally pure one.
Okay. And what do you think?
Even though he's a constant ledge, that doesn't really align with that.
Yeah.
But different values.
Yeah, so given that he said, I've got some childhood memories, what do you think?
Love and peace was all that was left to him when he put his violence into Knives Vermilion.
But what do you think his childhood memories would have been?
It doesn't matter.
Okay, alright. He was born in some shit, that's fine.
Yep. He went to the Academy for Being a Plant. The third child Evangelion situation.
Now listen, when
his dad Gendo Ikari was like, get in the plant.
Yeah,
I'll put the ghost of your mother back in there.
How old do you reckon he was when he had to get in the plant?
35.
35? I was just a kid when I went in there, I was 35.
I don't know, like 8.
Okay, alright. Very interesting, okay. So now that you've made some scarily accurate predictions, what do you think's going to happen in BDN?
Okay.
And Between the Wasteland and the Sky?
There's this guy. Let's call him BD Nooper.
Okay. Yep.
He gets on a...
Do you need some assistance with him reminding you what happened in this episode?
A sand steamer.
Oh, thank God. Okay, good. Okay, yep, great, yep. Keep going.
And is like, give me $200,000 double dollars and a parachute.
Okay, yeah.
And then they do. And he gets away.
Is that your entire prediction?
And Vash the Stampede is there.
I mean, I guess in a way you're not that far off, but okay, I'm gonna need a bit more than just BD Cooper.
Why?
Well, okay, so
that's what I predict.
Okay, so you think there's gonna be a BD Cooper that's like
DB.
Sorry, DB Cooper, even though the episode is BDN.
Yep.
There's gonna be a DB Cooper.
Yeah, BD Nooper.
BD Nooper, who is gonna be like, give me your money.
He's also a
I'm
One Piece
out of
character because he's got the D middle name.
Oh, okay. So why? I mean,
he needs to feed his starving family.
Yeah,
they can't afford any water because the plant broke down.
Yeah. So, why is Vash on the sand steamer?
Oh, he's trying to get away from Meryl and Millie because they're ruining his life.
Fair
enough.
enough.
Sand steamer's leaving town.
Yep.
Whoop, he gets onto it. You know, like when the train is leaving and you get onto the last rail.
Yep. And how are Meryl and Millie?
They're going to pursue in their Thomases and they catch up with the sand steamer easily.
Okay.
And then we cut to them ordering their desserts in the dining car of the sand steamer.
Do you think anyone else is going to show up of note.
Constance rifle.
Do you mean what's his name? Something Strife.
No, that's Meryl.
Fuck, it is Meryl. Hang on. Shit. Search Constance rifle.
I'm back for revenge, Vash the Stampede.
Trigun Wiki, tell me more. Loose Ruth. Do you mean Loose Ruth?
I do mean Loose Ruth.
Ah, gotcha. Now,
And they're going to play poker.
They're going to play poker?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you think he's going to be important?
No.
Okay. What do you think's going to happen in the episode entitled "And Between the Wasteland and the Sky"?
Oh, shit.
You blew it all.
I know.
On BD Nooper.
I did.
You fucking idiot.
I mean, that's such an evocative... that's such an evocative title. Like, there's going to be some
Between
big
the
moves.
Wasteland and the Sky.
That's going to introduce Nicholas J. Wolfwood.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And he and Vash are going to have like a... I think we've pulled this maneuver once or twice in the show already, but a meet me at high noon duel situation.
Yep.
I don't know why. I don't know what his motivations could be.
Okay.
But crucially, it's going to be like life and death occur between the wasteland and the sky.
Okay.
This is where the world is, and this is where you will die.
Ooh. I kind of like, in my brain, that statement is very on point, but completely wrong.
Okay.
I think in the same way that you have been more correct when taking it extremely literally, I think you need to be more literal. But also, what do you think Nicholas...
Oh, they're going to go into space.
No.
They're going to go
that's
between
not...
the wasteland and the sky.
So they go above the sky.
That's right.
What do you think Nicholas...
Or what if it's an episode about teaching like a depressed aeronautics engineer to remember how to build planes?
I mean, I don't know. That seems like a pretty good thing. So you're saying Wolfwood's going to show up in that. What do you think his deal's going to be?
He carries around a big cross that's a gun.
Okay. What do you think his deal's going to be? Like, when he shows up, what do you think he's going to be like?
I mean, it's too obvious to just have him be another bounty hunter.
What do you think his deal's going to be?
I don't know, man.
Like, what's he going to be like? Is he going to be like a friendly guy? Is he going to be all business? Is he going to be like...
I feel like I know from intertextual osmosis that he and Vash like are pals or like friendly rivals of some sort.
Okay.
Maybe they're both chasing after the same woman or something.
Ooh. Okay. All right. Intriguing.
And he's got a huge thing for Millie, I would say.
Oh, okay.
Millie, the most beautiful woman that I've ever seen. Here's your vanilla slice.
Listen, here's a gâteau. Goodbye. And that's it.
Why am I flirting in French?
Maman. Okay, cool. All right, I feel like you're not close. Given last predictions, this is about what I expected would happen. Great. I'm going to ask you, do you want a spoiler question or not a spoiler
Not
question?
a spoiler question.
Okay, I won't ask the question then.
Okay.
Because it would be too many spoilers.
Good.
But, fuck, you're way off.
Good.
I'm so keen. I'm so keen to see what you think of these apps. Yeah.
Great. Well,
Excellent.
another long one for the books.
Yay. Trigun's just that good. It's so good.
But we'll be back next time. But until then. Oh, shout out to Milk Juice, aka Nick Ballantyne, for the new theme song, Joe Django.
Wait, who's that? Wait, that's me!
But until then,
To be continued.